All right, today we're going to create a mosaic sort of rainbow circle, kind of like the artist Alma Thurman that we learned about. You're going to get a piece of black paper. You need to write your name and your teacher's name first on the back. The first thing you're going to do is start with the red center. And to create a circle, you're going to start with a square, and the easiest way to create a circle is just to cut off the corners in a curve. You're only cutting off the corners. You don't really have to cut perfectly, but I'm just turning my paper as I cut. So that's not a perfect circle, but it looks pretty good. I still have these kind of straight sides. And then you're gonna use this, get a little bit of glue on it and glue it to the center, and I already did this one already. Then you're gonna start with your next color in your rainbow. So you'll have these strips. So the next color, you're gonna have to figure out what it is. After red, it comes orange. So I'm gonna tear off a few of these. And I can tear off like all of them and then glue them, or I can just tear off one at a time and glue it. I'm gonna tear them off with my glue. I'm just gonna gently kind of put it in the glue and then push it down so that you have your first color. The first one doesn't take very long because it's kind of a small circle. When you get farther out in your circle, it's gonna get a little bit bigger. Now you might wanna have some of these a little bit of a smaller shape. Like I might want to tear this in half and then tear it in half again if I need to fit in a smaller shape somewhere, and you can decide how you want that. They don't all have to be the same. When you tear something, sometimes this is tricky. You're going to tear it in opposite directions. So I'm holding the edge and I'm tearing in opposite directions with my hands so that it gets a tear. And that kind of uneven edge is kind of like Alma Thurman. She had that kind of uneven stroke. So this one's kind of skinny. I might just use a tiny one right there. All right, so now I have my first one done. I'm going to go back and make sure that those are pushed down so they're not popping up. And then you'll go to the next color, which will be yellow, and then you'll do green, blue, and violet. And eventually you'll have your whole paper filled in, and it looks really cool, especially when you leave a little bit of the black space showing between the colors. It looks like one of those Alma Thurman paintings. And you guys will have these to put in the drying rack and any other scrap papers. Like if you didn't use all of your color, we can throw these small pieces away. Any larger strips we can save for the next group.